I was very much a closet poet, kind of, that was like birthed on the stage. From that initial, just like having one poem to like every week write another one, so I could come back and have something to kind of offer up as far as my thoughts, my ideas, how I felt about things. And shout out to Poetic Expressions in Virginia. That was the open mic that we had going on for several years. Yeah. The person that got me to write my first poem was Saul Williams. Saul got me to pick it up after I started reading more. Well, I'd always been reading. From the beginning, I was reading like Robert Frost and Pablo Neruda. I was reading Amiri Baraka. I came to LA, I learned about Kamal Daoud. I look at poetry as an opportunity to kind of reflect from like kind of like what's going on in the subconscious. I feel like a lot of times we don't have enough words, or the vocabulary isn't there to kind of like deliver how we like really feel, so we have to like add some flowers and like some shit like I gotta like kiss the sky and it remind me of you, or you know, because like I love you isn't enough at moments. So I think that it helped me express some of the thoughts and the feelings that I had. So the book called The Album. It's pretty much a love letter to all my favorite genres of music. How it's kind of categorized, you've got 5 genres of music that I'm kind of tackling and speaking through the voice of: jazz, R&B, gospel, blues, and hip hop. And I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about love. Talking about the loss of love. I'm talking about just like growing up. A little bit of everything as far as like the human experience, but you know, told through those genres of music. I like to imagine my writing is like a 3-layer cake. You got like the frosting, and then you've got like different flavors. As far as the content that I try to put in there, there's something in there for everybody. I think that originally with art, people looked at writers as the voice of the people. For a while you had musicians that kind of carried that torch. I think that people have felt abandoned or forsaken by the pop artists, our contemporary R&B, jazz, gospel, hip hop, you know, whatever have you. Poets, they're still, you know, very much entrenched in, you know, the communities, and they don't have as much leverage against them when it comes to speaking about what they're passionate about. There's less recourse for if they, you know, say, oh, well, you know, I think that Nike's like fucked up for like, you know, having these kids in Thailand, you know, making these shoes for 2 cents a day when they come here and flip them for $200, you know, for some new LeBrons. So I think that it's always been the task of the poet to, you know, like really just keep it authentic and real. And I think that the poets that are, you know, continuing on in tradition today, kind of like speaking about what people really care about, what people really, you know, are feeling, I think that it's a great thing. I think that it needs to happen. I think it needs to continue to happen as we progress.